Now here in this Newsday article from March 19, 2016, you have the DPP, the Director of Public Prosecutions, Roger Gaspard, commenting on the decriminalization of marijuana. Alright? Basically, he says it can help to reduce the backlog and sluggishness of the criminal justice system. Alright? So basically, he's basically saying that he believes that there are a lot of persons in prison and in the justice system because of marijuana, and that it is overall contributing to the sluggishness of the criminal justice system, where you have people waiting for years to go to a jury trial or for their case to be heard. Alright, so you have the Director of Public Prosecutions, alright, and he's building on the Chief Justice Ivor Archie's idea that a drug treatment court has the capability to help in this regard. So basically, you have the Chief Prosecutor and the Chief Judge both seemingly in favor of decriminalizing marijuana. But yet, as we all know, marijuana, as of now, is not decriminalized in Trinidad and Tobago. Alright, so basically what we have here is an Express article from September 16, 2013, alright, where Chief Justice Ivor Archie, alright, of Trinidad and Tobago, alright, was really basically calling to decriminalize marijuana, saying that trafficking was different from possession of small amounts, right? So basically, this goes to show that Chief Justice Ivor Archie was saying this, right, before the DPP Roger Gaspard, was saying it, alright? So here you have two men, right, the heads of their field, right? The Chief Justice Ivor Archie and Roger Gaspard, alright? Both basically calling for decriminalization of marijuana. Yet still, it's Thursday, March 24th, 2016, and marijuana still has not been decriminalized. So therefore, I mean, there's an old saying that goes, who stands to benefit? Who's benefiting right now from marijuana being a criminal offense? Alright, so let's take a look at that. Alright, so basically what we have here is a news article from Trinidad and Tobago News Bulletin Board. Basically, they have archived the Express article. And in this article by Usil Cambridge on the Express, he states that the private security escort Amalgamated Security Company Limited is family owned by the Sabga family. Alright, now taking a look at Amalgamated Security Services Limited's website, you'll see under the section Sectors Served that they provide government services, guard services, also they provide correctional services, in that they escort prisoners to and from court and to and from whatever other appointments that the prisoners may have in terms of like a hospital visit, etc. So it can be seen that Amalgamated Security Services Limited, who as shown before is family owned by, among other families, the Sabga family and the Aboud family, alright, that they profit from prisoners. They profit from people who are being denied freedom of movement. In effect, they profit from de facto slaves. Alright? Whether convicted or in most cases not convicted, these people are de facto deprived of their freedom and their ability to move. They're in custody. Alright? So we realize that Amalgamated Security Services Limited is profiting from holding human beings in custody. All right, so we see they have an incentive possibly to hold as much people in custody as possible, because for every increase in the amount of persons, that would understandably reflect an increase in the amount of money they receive. All right. So now that we've seen who benefits, right? What sections of society benefits, right? All right, let's ask ourselves. Yes, those sections of society are benefiting, but does that encompass the majority of society? All right, when your brother or your cousin or your father, your mother, all right, is sent to prison, locked up, right, for having a small amount of marijuana and placed among murderers, rapists, all right, etc., etc., right? How does that benefit you? How does that benefit the larger society? All right? Someone having a small amount of marijuana, right? How does that affect you personally in a negative way? All right? For the most part, somebody with a small amount of marijuana, they're about to go do what they're about to go do, and it really has no immediate effect on you as an individual negatively. All right? Now, let's look at regionally and worldwide. All right? There are a lot of jurisdictions that have decriminalized marijuana. Most recently, Jamaica has decriminalized marijuana, as seen in this Time article here. All right? And Jamaica, former British colony, just like Trinidad and Tobago. Jamaica, a country that had criminalized marijuana, just like Trinidad and Tobago, all right, have passed a law decriminalizing it now. Now, in this aspect, Trinidad should take an example, all right, and that's the conclusion. Basically, criminalization of marijuana at this point, all right, is basically only profiting a few members of society, and it's having a very negative effect on the majority of society in terms of people having arrest records, in terms of people having to spend money to defend themselves in marijuana cases. People can't get jobs because of the arrest records. Families broken up because people have to go do jail sentences for marijuana possession. That's parents being away from their children, children suffering with their mom and their dad are in jail for marijuana possession. Alright? So in short, the lip service that those in authority are paying to decriminalization needs to actually move towards some actually concrete some concrete moves. In terms of, for one, they could just like schedule a vote on some legislation that they draft. You know, they could draft up some laws to decriminalize it, right? You know, after public consultation, you know, and they could vote on it. Or they could hold a referendum where the citizens of Trinidad get to vote on whether or not they want to decriminalize marijuana. I mean, something has to be done, all right? Because this issue is a far-reaching issue, all right? So that's my conclusion.